You're tired. You might not even know why, but you feel it deep down. It's like you're always carrying something heavy that no one else can see. You feel like it's your job to keep everything steady, to make everyone happy and avoid any trouble. You're always kind, patient, and polite. Growing up, you were taught that being a good person is the right way to live. That good people come out on top in the end. That if you're nice, others will be nice back. That if you're honest, fair, and humble, the world will notice and give you something for it. But what if I told you that's not true? What if I said that's just a story we're told to keep us quiet, well-behaved, and easy to handle? Think about this. How many times have you stayed quiet just to keep things calm? How many times have you hidden how you really feel so you wouldn't upset someone? How many times has someone treated you badly or used you, and you just smiled and said, "It's fine"? You pushed down your tears, your anger, your pride, all because you thought that's what a good person does. But in the end, it just made people overlook you. Here's the thing. The world doesn't give rewards to nice people. It gives them to people who are smart about getting what they want. If you're watching this, you've probably felt this yourself. You've been annoyed trying to be the nice guy, the good friend, the one who always understands. And now you're starting to see that the harder you try to fit in, the less people respect you. The more you agree, the more they ask for. The more you give, the less they care about what you've done. That's where Machiavelli comes in. People say Machiavelli was a bad guy, but he wasn't. He was just someone who told it like it is about how power works. He figured out something a lot of us don't want to hear. Being good all the time, without thinking about how the world really is, can trap you. Being seen as nice isn't the same as being strong, fair, or worth something. In this video, we're going to talk straight, no pretending, about why you should stop always trying to be the good guy. I'm not saying you should turn mean or heartless. I'm saying it's time to open your eyes. Stop dreaming that the world is fair and that being nice will get you everything you deserve. We're going to look at the truth, even if it's hard to hear. As long as you're trying to make everyone happy, they've got you in their pocket, stuck because you're too nice. If you're fed up with being used, ignored, or tossed aside, maybe it's time to do something different. Time to learn from Machiavelli what no one ever told you and take charge of your life. You ready? Let's get going. Do you still think the world cares about good people? Take a look around. Who gets looked up to? Who's in charge? Who gets respect, attention, and room to breathe? Is it the people who are the most giving, the most caring, the most fair? Or is it the ones who are smart, bold, and tough to push around? The truth hits hard. The world doesn't run on kindness, it runs on what you can do for it. Machiavelli got this a long time ago. He didn't write The Prince to show people how to be nasty. He wrote it to explain how life really works. One of the toughest things he teaches is that just being good isn't enough. Sometimes, being too good gets you thrown out fast. You can spend your whole life being loyal, kind, and understanding. You can give everything you've got and help people without asking for anything back. But the second you're not useful anymore, they'll forget you, replace you, or shut you out, and they won't even feel bad about it. That's because the world doesn't care how good you are inside. It cares about what you bring, how much you matter, and what you can make happen. Have you noticed how nice people are always running after others? Always trying to explain themselves, always trying to show they're worth something. But the people who set limits, who say no, who know what they want, they're the ones who get respect. They get heard. They get space. Why? Because being nice without thinking looks weak. If you never push back, you don't scare anyone. And if you don't scare anyone, they don't take you seriously. They see you as something to use, not someone to value. You can wear yourself out trying to please everyone, but if you don't stand for something, people won't think twice about taking advantage of you. It's rough, I get it, but that's how it is. Machiavelli said a leader should aim to be feared rather than loved if they had to pick one. What's he getting at? Real respect comes from people knowing you've got some power. That you won't let them walk all over you without a fight. That you're not just a piece they can move around. This isn't just for leaders, it's for you too. If you keep trying to be everyone's favorite, they'll see you as someone they can toss aside. Not because you're bad, but because the world doesn't notice people who blend into the background. It's time to figure out why you feel this need to be liked all the time. Because behind your niceness, there's something bigger, something that might have been holding you back for years. That's what we're going to dig into next. We'll look at why you keep trying to please people, and why being nice might really just be fear hiding under a smile. If this is clicking for you, hit the subscribe button and join the channel. Thanks for sticking with me. You didn't start out wanting to make everyone happy. That's something you were taught. And not just taught, it was pushed into you. When you were a kid, you learned that being liked meant giving up bits of yourself. Smiling when you didn't want to, keeping quiet about what you wanted, not saying what you thought, all to get people to approve of you. From, don't do that, it's not nice to be polite, to, don't talk back, you were shaped to be what others wanted. But no one told you that always trying to please is a trap. It's like being locked up in your head, where you're praised for playing along but punished in ways that mess you up inside. You learned that making others happy would get you love, and standing up for yourself would get you pushed away. So, you did what made sense to get by. You adjusted. The trouble is, that adjusting turned into giving in. Now, you don't know how to say no without feeling bad about it. You feel like it's your job to keep everyone else okay, even if it tears you apart. You get mad but hold it in. You get let down but let it go too fast. You tire yourself out trying to be what people expect, not because it's who you are, but because it's what you learned would keep you safe. But here's the real deal. This isn't kindness, it's fear. Fear of people not liking you. Fear of not being loved. Fear of looking like the bad guy. Fear of being yourself, with all your wants, your anger, your limits, and your voice. This fear has turned you into someone who gets in their own way, hiding behind stuff everyone accepts, but that's quietly breaking you. The saddest part, you might not even see it happening. You call it caring, but it's really fear of fighting. You call it understanding, but it's fear of being left. You call it kindness, but it's fear of not being enough. Your niceness is like a cover, a way to dodge the hurt of people turning you away. But that cover costs you a lot. It buries who you really are, your strength, and your worth. If you don't shake it off, it'll stick to you. It'll become all you are. One day, you'll look at yourself and not even know who's looking back. But there's a way out. To find it, we need to learn from someone who knew all about how people see you, how to show yourself, and how to play it smart, Machiavelli. Next, we'll get right to it. We'll see what the prince can show us about stopping being stuck, trying to look good, and starting to get respect for being real. If you're living to be a good person, hoping people will see how honest and fair you are, stop it now. Machiavelli said over 500 years ago, "This road looks nice, but it's risky." In the real world, it's not the good guys who come out on top. It's the ones who get things done. And getting things done in life takes some planning. It means knowing that people don't move because you're good. They move because of what they want, what they're scared of, and what they're chasing. In The Prince, Machiavelli writes, "Everyone sees what you look like, but not many know who you really are." That hits hard. It shows that just being real and good isn't enough to get respect. The tough truth is, people don't care about what's in your heart. They care about what they see, how you come off, what you make happen. You could be the fairest person around, but if you look weak, they'll treat you that way. You could have the biggest heart, but if you don't make them notice, they'll walk right past you. That's why the prince, and the prince here is you, anyone who wants to run their own life, can't be clueless. You've got to look good when it helps, and be smart when you need to. Machiavelli says the prince has to use what animals teach us. Be a fox to spot trouble and a lion to scare off problems. That's a strong way to put it. The fox is clever, sees what's coming, moves without making a sound. The lion is bold, makes people nervous, stands out. Machiavelli doesn't say pick one, he says do both. Be sharp enough to spot who's trying to use you, and strong enough to make them think twice about it. Want respect? Then get that the kind of goodness Machiavelli talks about isn't the fluffy stuff people preach. It's guts, smarts, bravery, and keeping yourself in check. It's staying cool when you have to. It's knowing that sometimes looking tough is the only way to keep things steady. Not because you're mean, but because you're wise. He also said this, "A guy who tries to be good all the time will crash around all the people who aren't." You felt that. You've tried to be nice every time, and what's it gotten you? People taking advantage, quiet letdowns, unfairness. People don't play by the rules. If you keep acting like they do, you'll keep coming up short. This doesn't mean ditch what you believe in. It means stop letting it tie you down. Start thinking about how your niceness looks to others, and how they use it. Machiavelli wasn't a downer. He saw things clearly. He looked at people without kidding himself. He wrote The Prince to help you make it in a world where how you seem is power, and looking weak while pretending it's goodness is a dead end. But maybe you're thinking, can I find a balance here? How do I stop being so trusting without turning cold or mean? Next, we'll bust the idea that you've only got two options, nice or nasty. There's a middle way, and it starts with being brave enough to stop fooling yourself. A lot of people mess up big time by thinking being good means giving in. That to be a good person, you've got to take everything quietly, let stuff slide without a word, and choke down what bugs you just to keep things peaceful. That's not kindness. That's being too trusting. It's being scared but calling it goodness. If you don't get the difference, you'll keep getting stepped on. Real kindness doesn't mean wiping yourself out. It takes awareness, clear thinking, and deciding for yourself. Being good to being a pushover who's always there, always smiling, always giving up stuff for people who wouldn't do the same. That's abandoning yourself. It's needing others too much but acting like it's right. Being too trusting means thinking people will treat you as well as you treat them. It's believing life's fair, and that if you're straight up, they'll see it. It hopes for thanks, fairness, and thoughtfulness. And it ends up mad and let down because it's waiting for something from people that's not there. Real kindness isn't like that. It's solid. It can say no, It knows when to leave. It gets that not everyone deserves your best, and giving your all to people who give nothing back is throwing it away, not being generous. You can be fair, caring, and honest and still make people respect you, or even fear you if it comes to that. You can decide what you'll put up with and what you won't. Machiavelli didn't hate goodness. He hated being blind to reality. He knew that in a world full of tough players, kindness without muscle is like an easy meal waiting to be grabbed. Ask yourself this: is your niceness keeping you safe or leaving you open? Is it making you stronger or breaking you down? If being good means taking unfairness, settling for less, and feeling bad for being upset, you're not being good. You're being pushed around. There's a fix for this. There's a spot where you don't have to lose who you are, but don't have to let anyone walk over you either. A place where you can move with guts, clear eyes, and smart feelings. Next, we'll check out that path. We'll talk about how to stop being so nice without turning into a jerk, and take hold of your life without losing yourself. If you want your self-respect back, this is where it starts. When some people figure out they've been too soft, they make a big mistake. They think they've got to go cold, shut off, or even mean to stop being nice. It's like a bounce-back thing. After years of people taking from you, you figure the only way out is to flip. Become hard, uncaring, tricky. But that's another dead end. When you ditch who you are, you're not building yourself up. You're hiding behind a wall. That's not being free. It's hurt pretending to be strength. Real freedom comes when you're all there. When you stop doing stuff for others and start doing it for you. It's not about being good or bad. It's about being you. It's looking at yourself and knowing you can be kind but never a pushover again. You can care but won't let people walk all over you. You can help but won't beg to be noticed. So, how do you stop being nice without losing yourself? First, know that what you say matters. You've been told that speaking up, setting lines, or disagreeing is selfish. That's not true. Selfish is expecting you to stay quiet while others talk over you. Saying what's on your mind, standing your ground, saying I'm not okay with this, that's self-worth. That's respecting yourself. Second, get used to saying no. Saying no sets you free. It doesn't need to be loud or mean. A steady, firm no you won't budge on says everything. It shows you've got boundaries, and people respect boundaries. No boundaries, and they'll take what they can. Third, watch who gets mad when you switch things up. Those people tell you something. If you start standing up and someone says you've changed, you're weird, you're selfish, it's because they liked it when you let them run the show. When you shift, you break that silent deal that let them lean on you. It's awkward, but it's a good sign. Fourth, quit trying to make everyone get you. Not everybody's going to understand why you're changing, and that's fine. You don't have to stick to the version of you they made up. Stick to what's real for you, your calm, your heart. Fifth, swap wanting to be liked for wanting to be real. When you're real, some might not like it, but the right ones will respect you. Even better, you'll respect yourself, and no one can take that away. Machiavelli didn't write to make you mean. He wrote to stop you from being blind. The biggest blindness is thinking being nice gets you respect. It doesn't. It takes guts to drop the people-pleasing act. It takes power to be you without checking with anyone. But we're not done yet. Now's the moment that counts. Are you going to keep tripping yourself up, or are you going to grab your life by the reins? Next, we'll wrap up with a straight-up, hard, must-hear point. You need to see that sticking to being good might be costing you everything, and it's time to pick. Do you want everyone to like you, or do you want to be free? Time to get real with yourself. How long are you going to keep playing the nice guy? How long will you give up your energy, your voice, your worth, just to hold on to a picture that's not even yours? It's what others want you to be. You think this is being good? That it's something noble? It's a cage. A mind and heart cage where people clap for you because you're safe, easy, and not a problem. Here's something no one might tell you. Nobody's coming to let you out. No one's going to show up, thank you for giving so much, hand you the respect you've earned, and say, take a break now. That's not happening, because as long as you let people use you, they will. It's not them being evil, it's just how things work, and how things work doesn't care about your good heart. You can keep being that perfect nice person everyone wants. Chill, patient, always there, always saying yes. But get ready for a life full of annoyance, bitterness, and disappearing. Or you can snap out of it. You can decide right now that being nice won't hold you back anymore. You'll move with purpose, show up strong, and stand firm. You'll pick when to give and who gets it. You'll stop handing out what you don't get back. You'll stop chasing after people's okay like a puppy looking for a pat on the head. It's simple. The world respects people who respect themselves. You'll only be free when you stop waiting for someone to say it's okay to be you. So tell me this. When's the last time you said no and didn't feel bad? When's the last time you put yourself first? When's the last time you did something just for you, not caring what anyone thought? Drop it in the comments. I want to hear when you figured out that being nice was dragging you down. Let's keep this going. Tons of people are stuck in the same spot, and you might spark something for someone else. If this video has got you rethinking how you live, what you do, and how you see yourself, you've got to check out the next one. Trust me, it's worth it. We're just getting started.